Good afternoon. I am Andrea Chisholm with the Midday News. Special welcome if you're watching on onespotmedia.com. 4 persons are now homeless following an early morning fire on Chambers Lane, Granville, St. James. TVJ News understands that the fire, which began minutes after 6, destroyed an 11-bedroom apartment. The cause of the fire, which left millions of dollars in damage, is not yet known. Acting District Officer of the Freeport Fire Station, Don Wayne Godfrey, says the team got help from the Ironshore Fire Department.
The fire was quickly brought under control and extinguished. 4 persons were left homeless, to include a minor. Investigation continues.
A resident of the community was sad about the incident.
So I really feel it and I'm really sorry about what really happened. I don't know what really happened or how it happened, but it do happen, you know. All I can say him is a good man.
The final sitting of the Grade 6 Achievement Test GSAT got underway this morning. 39,093 students are registered for the 2-day exam. They include 7 children in hospital, 1 in a juvenile facility, and 6 foreign language students who will take the exams with assistance from interpreters in Mandarin, Spanish, and Dutch. 315 special needs students who were assessed by the Special Education Unit will also be accommodated.
In relation to invigilators, in relation to exam material which would have been distributed all across our region. So we're looking towards a very smooth 2 days of GSAT. We have our contingency systems in place. Of course, our regional offices take charge of their region in relation to any problems which may arise.
A crew member of Fly Jamaica Airways has been arrested for attempting to smuggle cocaine into the United States. That's according to a statement by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
A crew member of Fly Jamaica Airways is facing narcotics smuggling charges after he was busted at New York's JFK Airport carrying nearly 9 pounds of cocaine. Authorities say Hugh Hall arrived on a flight from Jamaica on Tuesday. During a security inspection, customs officers found 4 packages containing a white powder taped to his legs. Officials say the powder tested positive for cocaine with a street value of $160 grand. No comment so far from Hall's attorneys.
And the narcotics police in Jamaica arrested a woman and her niece last evening after they attempted to smuggle ganja from the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston. They were charged with conspiracy, possession of, dealing in, and taking steps to export ganja. The woman has been identified as Shellyan Thomas and her niece is a 16-year-old student. Both are from Ocho Rios. Reports are that they checked in at the airport to board a flight to Barbados when their luggage was screened and 3 parcels with 6 pounds of compressed ganja were allegedly found. The ganja has an estimated street value of $22,400. They are scheduled to appear in the St. Andrew Parish Court on Monday. The Cornwall Regional Hospital in Montego Bay, St. James, says there are less trauma cases due to the state of public emergency in the parish. The state of public emergency was imposed in St. James on January 18 and remains in effect until May 2. Clinical coordinator at the hospital, Dr. Delroy Free, told TVJ News that emergency operations are being done, but there are still limitations.
As you know, our accident and emergency is a bit constricted, but we are able to operate within that framework to treat our patient effectively. Sometimes we have to move them outside to have investigations done, but I can reassure you that they are being dealt with adequately.
The St. Elizabeth police are investigating the death of a woman who was found in her house with her throat slashed. The deceased has been identified as 22-year-old Yashika Smith of Park in the parish. It's believed she was killed in her sleep. Neighbors found her body after her 2-year-old child told them that her mother was not responding to her calls. The Clarendon Municipal Corporation said plans are underway to clearly outline no vending zones in the parish following an altercation between the Metropolitan Police and vendors in Maypen 2 weeks ago. In an interview with TVJ News, Chairman of the corporation and Mayor of Maypen, Winston Maraj, said there appears to be a misunderstanding of what the designated areas for vending.
The Vendors Association seem to believe that vending should take place in a lot of areas that we don't believe vending should take place in. And so we had originally indicated that no vending should be done on Main Street because we have designated vending areas. And as soon as we are able to do that walkthrough, I'm here waiting, but I understand that the president and other executive members of the association are tied up elsewhere. And as soon as they're available to do the walkthrough, then we will be doing so.
In the meantime, the Metropolitan Police have been removed from the streets. Mr. Maraj says that once the no vending zones are clearly established, the Metropolitan Police will return to the streets. It's alleged that on March 9, a vendor attacked one of the Metropolitan Police after his goods were confiscated for selling in a no vending zone. However, no one was injured. Improvements are underway for the Falmouth and Clarkstown markets in Trelawney. The details were outlined by local government minister Desmond McKenzie during a tour of the facilities recently. Details in this report.
I'm proud of everything what's going on, and I'm glad for the design what they make here. It makes me feel happy and make our district look good.
Vendors of the Clarkstown market in Trelawney are in high spirit as the work to improve the facility have started. Minister of Local Government Desmond McKenzie outlined that the move is part of a project which is divided into 3 phases. Mr. McKenzie told TVJ News that the first phase, which entails constructing a transportation center, is already completed.
The transportation center is very critical to Clarkstown because if you know Clarkstown, you'll know that it is a small town. And with the amount of taxis and buses that was congregating inside the town, it creates a problem for vehicular and pedestrian traffic. Now that we have completed the transportation center, as you can see, it is fully in operation with over 100 vehicles using the facility on a daily basis.
The second phase of the project is renovating the market. Mr. McKenzie said the fund to start the renovation would be handed over to the Trelawney Municipal Corporation by Monday. The third phase includes installing an administrative office as well as additional shops for vendors. The minister also highlighted that the Falmouth market will be completed in short order.
The Falmouth market is going to benefit also. I've committed to provide some $15 million to complete the Falmouth market so that the market can be ready by the end of April, early June for the vendors from the old market to occupy the new facility. So what I am completing over this weekend is a commitment that the administration gave when we came to office.
The project costs more than $20 million. However, Mr. McKenzie added that completed the Falmouth market will bring the total cost to about $35 million. Anthony Lugg, TVJ News.
In news overseas, Facebook shares have taken a huge hit this week after the Cambridge Analytica scandal broke. Now, members of Congress are calling on Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg to testify under oath. Details from the CNN.
This was a major breach of trust, and I'm really sorry that this happened.
Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg apologized in an exclusive TV interview with CNN's Lori Siegel.
We have a basic responsibility to protect people's data, and if we can't do that, then we don't deserve to have the opportunity to serve people.
Echoing part of the written statement he posted online, Zuckerberg promised to look deeper into the activity of app developers.
I think the question here is, are app developers who people have given access to their data, are they doing something that people don't want? Are they selling the data in a way that people don't want? Or are they giving it to someone that they don't have authorization to do?
Some members of Congress are now calling on Zuckerberg to talk about what happened under oath.
Will you testify before Congress?
So the short answer is I'm happy to if it's the right thing to do.
The longer answer?
What we try to do is send the person at Facebook who will have the most knowledge about what Congress is trying to learn. So if that's me, then I am happy to go.
You are the brand of Facebook. You are the name of Facebook. People want to hear from you.
And that's why I'm doing this interview. But, you know, I think that there's the question in a question of congressional testimony is what is the goal, right? And that's not a media opportunity, right? Or at least it's not supposed to be.
Zuckerberg says Facebook's responsibility now
is to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
And in sports, the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships is now underway, with a number of student athletes advancing from the preliminary rounds. For an update, we join TVJ's Keon Raynor. Keon?
Yes, the first of 9 finals to be contested on Wednesday's third day of competition is out of the way. I can tell you that Shante Foreman of Excelsior, well, she has set a new record in the Class 3 girls high jump, 1.80 meters, to take gold for Excelsior. Now, she raised the previous record of 1.79, which incidentally she set last year while taking gold. Now, in second position was Anishka McDonald of Veer Technical. She cleared 1.74 meters, while Daniel Hines of Excelsior, well, she took the bronze with 1.60 meters. The point standings on the girls' side is as follows. Excelsior, they lead with 21 points, followed by St. Jago and Immaculate, who are on 16 and 14 respectively. Now, 3 more finals will be contested on the girls' side here on day 3. It is as you were on the boys' side, with Calabar continuing to lead with 25 points, followed by Kingston College 17, St. Jago 9, Wolmer's 8, and Cornwall College on 6. Now, 5 finals are set to be contested on the boys' side today inside the National Stadium. Reporting from the National Stadium, I am Keon Raynor for TVJ News.
Thank you very much, Keon Raynor, our reporter reporting from the National Stadium, where the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships is now underway. And of course, we'll have much more details later in Primetime Sports. And that's the Midday News.